Hello everyone. So today we are having one of the most amazing student, Amay Gupta with us, and Amay is from Triple IT Kerala, and he is having an offer from Capgemini as a software engineer. So first of all, congrats, Amay. And okay, so I would like to know about your journey from your college to the job. So let's begin from your first year. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, about my first year, actually my college follows a different type of curriculum. So I was exposed to data structures and algorithms in my second semester itself. So I like at that time thought I was very good in data structures and algorithms, but I got the reference from someone for pep coding because I used to live in Gurgaon and pep coding was in Pithampura. So once I joined web coding, I came to know what actually data structures and algorithms were when Sumitra taught us recursion and all. Uh, that was the point where, yeah, I got to know what the real data structures and algorithms was. That was where actually my journey started. I practiced a bit for 1.5 years. I kept on giving contests and all. But at the same time, I developed an interest in machine learning and artificial intelligence. So yeah, more than data structures and algorithms, I was more motivated towards that field. So I kept on learning, kept on exploring deep learning algorithms and all. So my whole second year went into that, and yeah, after that I got an internship at a company through my college itself. That was UST Global as a data scientist. So I continued that, but after a certain point, when third year came, I had to brush up my skills for data structures and algorithms. So I started with that again. I revised all the codes from the foundation course of web coding. At that point, I felt that I could grasp more as compared to the first time because first time I was very new to it, so I found it a bit difficult. But yeah, the basic point which I'm trying to say is once giving it a little bit of time, I could easily learn a difficult algorithm. So, and yeah, recently, currently I'm a fourth year student. Recently I joined the interview course, which of course helped me in all the interviews and all. Before being placed at Capgemini, I gave 2 3 interviews. One was all the questions from the interview was from the a course that Bhavesh Bhaiya taught us. Like all the questions were from that. So yeah, I couldn't get the HR interview, but yeah, so that was it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I just mentioned what all were the questions, what was the pattern for Capgemini. Uh, they asked one or two questions of hash maps and the basics of SQL, like databases and operating system. That was it.
I think co-cubes is one of the famous question of Capgemini, right?
Can you repeat? I didn't hear you.
Co-cubes is one of the famous question of Capgemini, right?
Okay. I don't know. Actually, for our college, it was we have a BTech project in seventh semester itself.
Yeah.
So the interview was more focused on that, like what research you have done and all. We had a 15 20 minute discussion on a BTech itself. So there was a very less time span for data structures and the code subjects.
Okay, Amay, you are from coding background, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are like always interested in programming and coding, right? From your
Uh,
college first year.
yeah. Yeah, I always have fun doing it, but not like really.
Okay. So, tell me something, matlab, how you're like, what motivates you towards programming? Why you decided to go and join Pep Coding and then prepare yourself for the product-based company and a good company? तो टेल मी
Yeah.
समथिंग अबाउट कि क्या ऐसा हुआ, कब मतलब रियलाइज किया कि नहीं कोडिंग में जाना है, मतलब व्हाई लाइक समथिंग लाइक दैट?
So from the very beginning, I always like problem solving, doing puzzles and all. When in my 11th, 12th itself, I had CS. So from there, doing the very basics of code, be it palindrome, be it Fibonacci and all, we could see these patterns and all. So found it very fascinating. I kept on doing it. As I told, coding is something that never finishes. So once I get to got to know different questions, different topics and all, I went more into it, more into the concepts and all.
So
Like I enjoy doing puzzles. That was my motivation for.
okay, you enjoy doing puzzle. Okay. Okay,
Like
Amir, tell me something, मतलब what topic should be prepared at first so that you can easily learn coding in such a way that you can crack the technical round of the companies.
okay, I won't give any preferences, but I feel that understanding what's happening in recursion is very important because it later on helps with all the data structures, be it trees, be it graphs. Because once you understand it, it's very easy to understand the logic behind different trees, different data structures involving oceans. Yeah. So, the most questions from the data sector which I've been asked, it varies company to company and interview to interview. Once I was asked a mixture of questions, one was from dynamic programming, the other stacks, then tries. So dynamic understanding and revising dynamic programming is a must. I would say that, but every data structure is important.
Okay. Okay, and number of questions, मतलब how many number of questions you have solved on lead code, competitive programming, code check, code forces and all? Have you solved that?
Yeah. I like I uh, in my second year, I used to give the contests, be it code forces, ad coder, and lead code contests. These three were which I gave. I wasn't very good at that, but I kept on giving improved a bit. And about solving, if you are preparing for an interview, then yeah, you should of course go for lead code questions and also attempt the lead code Sunday contest, which happens on Sunday. My I solved around 300, 400 questions. It's not about the questions, but solving quality. The lead code questions are divided into easy, medium, and hard. So the ratio for solving easy, medium, and hard should be equal. It's not that you solve 200, 300 questions for easy part and 50, 10 questions for hard part. So the ratio should be uh, equal. That's
Okay,
yeah,
Amar.
and attempting the daily question is also I I'm not used to that, but my friends are got a big help from that.
Do you want to tell me about your strategy of studying and like how you used
Okay,
to prepare yourself for the interview and how you used to, मतलब how many hours you study for a day
okay.
in advance?
I'm not very much studious, but if we talk about data structures, I feel algorithms and data structures. First start from recursion, then graphs, then I did dynamic programming. Then for keeping it light, I did stacks queues, then trees, then hash maps. this was my idol. Uh, just like any, I don't feel any order is uh, necessary, but I chose a dynamic programming graph at a recursion because I thought that a recursion had more application in those areas. And about the other things regarding the code and all, either you can follow the cheat sheet by Logover, or what I did was read 50, 100 interview questions and all. That was enough for me.
Okay. So have you ever faced or felt something like hurdle while you are programming or coding?
Yeah, as I told, first year after doing the course, recursion was very new to me, and like after that, I understood only 40 to 50% of that part. So later on, when Sumitra taught us graphs and all, it took me very much time to grasp it. But yeah, I think patience is necessary, and like again believing that you can do it. That's
That's
it.
great. So, any question you want to share, like a recursion? Have you solved the enquins and crossword, Sudoku, something like that? You want to share your
Okay.
experience when you are
So,
trying it first time?
I'll share those questions which I faced in an interview. Okay. I was asked to the it's a lead code easy question. First question which I was asked. Uh, I was asked to calculate the square root of a number in log x complexity. That was the request. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. Like I fumbled a bit. But after that, from stacks and queues, I was asked the valid parenthesis question. That's a very famous lead code question. You can easily find it. uh, then from DP, or it was a question with two approaches. Either you can solve it by tries or DP. Word break is the name of the problem. It's again a lead code hard problem. Uh, and in my second round, I was asked how to calculate the anagrams of a number. Then some questions related to count, sort. Then there's a very famous question: kth largest integer in an array.
Yeah.
I was also asked that. And yeah, I was also asked a linked list question. It was like you have two connected linked lists. You have I do not remember the exact name of the question, but it was you have two linked lists, and at a certain point they're connecting to each other. You have to find the intersection. Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, Amay. So, right now you're like still learning, now. You're like matlab number of topics you're like very confident in DBMS, MLA, or system design. Any topic you feel like you are like confident in it, very confident. You can solve any question related to that.
Uh, I don't know about the core subjects, but this is, um, uh, learning not do not go deep into those topics. OS many of my friends, and I've been facing many operating system related questions.
Yeah.
Uh, and for databases and all, I feel that uh, knowing the basics of the theory is what is DDL, DML, like very basic questions is enough. Not go that into.
Okay, matlab it's like enough if you know basic, only basic, it's like sufficient to crack the interview easily. If you are like consistent towards your studies and you are like clear with your concepts.
Yeah, just don't know the core basic concepts itself. Uh, like for me, I used to read interview questions from interview bit. That helped me a lot. So one can do that.
Okay, Amay, that's quite inspiring. And okay, so do you want to give any advice or you want to share your experience with us so that that can motivate our students?
Okay, I feel that giving a coding contest and all, like some of my friends gave that, and uh, they are much I won't say very good at it, but like better than me. At some point, I feel that. So it's like as I told, it's all about patience. So like you have to give if you're even solving one question or like it's not that you can even solve. Just look at the answer sheets and tutorials after the contest. That helps a lot. Rest, like practicing regularly is there.
So you used to code daily. You used to spend time like on coding, on dry running the question, or developing the logic.
Yeah, second year I left. Like I didn't do much of the coding except from the contest till now. Uh, but yeah, once my second year finished, I like used to solve 4 5 questions.
You joined pep coding in your first year, right? Or in second year?
Yeah, for like after my first year, I finished this.
So have you ever felt that if you would have joined pep coding in first year, then you're like things would be better, more better like now?
Uh, yeah, it depends person to person, but like I feel for me it was a blessing because what uh, like I didn't have much exposure to the topics and questions. What can be the level of questions? So after my first year, I like it was totally surprising for me. The person who referred me, I trusted. Like it was my teacher, English teacher. Her daughter used to go to pep coding, so like she joined me. I trusted her, and I just joined pep coding. It was not like I had to improve my data success manager, but the exposure, the competitiveness, uh, and the learning, the way of teaching and all. It was like really a blessing because like I also had like I also used to enjoy coding and learning in the process.
It's quite great, Amay. It's quite inspiring also. Okay, Amay. Any other thing you wanna share? You wanna tell us?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, Amay. Thank you for your time, and it was nice talking to you, and we wish you good luck for your future. Thank you. Have a good day.